Hello, good afternoon, good evening, and good morning, wherever you are joining us.
Hello, good afternoon.
You are welcome to another episode of Diaspora Global Panel. With me today, I have Judunwa Okolo and my friend Shokunle Adebayo from Nigeria. He's going to just give us a recap of what is happening in 2023 presidential election as we see it. And obviously, as we can see, is having network issue. But it's okay. He's going to join us. Jude, what are you hearing so far?
We've been waiting for results since morning. We got tired of it, and but we can see a few minutes ago I saw that it started rolling out, and INEC chairman have announced Ekiti State.
Yes. I have Pastor Shokunle Adebayo here on the line from Nigeria. So,
thank you very much.
Yes, please.
How are you?
Yes. I'm good. Yes. Can you just give us a recap of what is happening in Nigeria, 2023 presidential election?
Let me first start by saying, we thank God it was a peaceful, relatively peaceful and quiet election. The last time we had this kind of election, where we thought it was going to be a very active one, was in 1993. I could recall, build up to 1993, never thought it was going to be peaceful. But this election, indeed, was a peaceful one, just with a pocket of violence in few places. Yeah, and as I'm speaking now, at least we started receiving some official result from the INEC. It still have been mentioned Ekiti and that of Lagos mainland.
Okay.
From the situation room of some of the APC links.
Yeah.
Because I can say confidently that Shiwaju is about to get a trophy.
Okay. And I could see as well, you see some of the unofficial results actually flying around on the internet. I could see coming from the situation room of the APC that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu seems to be having a upper hand. Can you confirm this? Because I saw a couple of results. You see Kebbi and some of the South states that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing extremely well.
Yeah. I mean, from the report from the northwest, comfortably we can say Asiwaju is getting the lead. From the south and a little bit of the southwest, I think we can Asiwaju can get the minimum requirement is about 25%. At least based on the constitutional requirement for you to be declared as a winner. So we can be rest assured that from that end, growth is highly contested between the PDP and the Labour Party, especially Labour Party. But that is the stronghold of the Labour Party, the southeast and the south zone. But I can tell you from the situation room, Asiwaju is good to go. At least confidently, he can access 25% of the required vote from that axis.
From the axis. Okay. I've got an unofficial report here. Okay, and I could see that in Kebbi, from what I'm seeing, APC is almost getting 60% of the vote. In Imo State, APC is getting 30% of the votes. In Sokoto, 44% of the vote. In Oyo, almost 65% of the vote. In Ekiti, 69%. In Anambra, the stronghold of Peter Obi, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I can see 20%. And then in Lagos, 56, almost 57%. In Ebonyi, 25%. In Cross River, 26%. In Akwa Ibom, 26%. In Borno, 80%. In Kogi, 59%. Yes, in Kano, about 40%, and in Adamawa, 35%, and in Bayelsa, 25%. And from the unofficial report that I just read, it is obvious that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is actually ahead by all ramifications. And his average spread, or should I say, his total votes out of all the votes that have been counted now is about 44%. And that is someone doing well. The Labour Party, about 21%, PDP, 29%, NNPP, 5%. So I can say that from the unofficial report from 15 states, released by the APC, the Situation Room of the APC, I can say that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing extremely well. So in wrapping up, Pastor Adebayo Shokunle, can you just give us your final recap and your expectations?
Yeah, from what we are given from the situation reports, Benue State is going to be a shock because this is a place where the sitting governor has endorsed Labour Party. For what we are gathering from Benue, it seems Asiwaju is going to take the lead in that state.
That is Governor Ortom.
Governor Ortom, yes, because he publicly endorsed the Labour Party candidate, Peter Obi. So what I can say about this election, just like some of us who have studied election process in Nigeria, for you to have a real grip on the national presidency, you should be able to gather votes from the north west.
Yes, north central.
To have a strong foot, north central, southwest, and of course, even in northeast. So I can tell you, with the situation on ground now, it seems the APC stalwarts, especially from the northern axis, really work for Asiwaju. Otherwise, what we're having today, if there's been some kind of a betrayal or a trade-off, you wouldn't have this kind of situation. But I can assure you, before the close of the day tomorrow, or probably early Wednesday morning, the full result should be out. So as Asiwaju is just on the go. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate you and for giving us a snippet of what to actually expect. Pastor Adebayo Shokunle reporting from Nigeria. Thank you so much. Hope you'll be able to join us again. And sorry for the network issues. Okay, all right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yeah, we've got a correspondent report from Nigeria. He has done an awesome job to give us a snippet of what to expect. And then the 15 states that we have actually touched on that I read out, it seems, and I want our viewers to know, those are unofficial results. Unofficial results. However, I can say that it seems the APC candidate, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is leading. Jude Nwa Okolo from Dublin, can you please give us your thought?
Yes, thank you, Dr. Kunle. I'm not surprised, to be honest, because Asiwaju is been in the game for a long time. He has grassroots support, and he knows what to do when it comes to Nigeria and when it comes to such politics in Nigeria. He's a grand member of Nigerian politics. He knows how to play the game. He knows where to touch and who to meet and how to go around it. It's not what I will not tell you. I will tell the truth that I expected such to happen. And what I also expected to happen here is that from the 15 states we have mentioned today, if I go to the Labour Party and go to the Southeast, you can see when we started last week, we are giving caution to the Igbos in the Southeast, how they can come out in mass for P2B. Now, if you go from the 15th, if you go to Imo State, Asuwaji has got 30% of the votes, while the Labour Party has got 49% of the vote.
Yeah, and the PDP 20%.
20%. Can you see that? This is supposed to be a stronghold of P2B. The South is supposed to come out in mass and vote for him, and we are expecting at least 90% of votes in any Southeast states. But it doesn't happen. They share the states with him. So what do you expect? Betrayal from the Igbos. That's what I call it.
No, I believe that he has held his own actually, because when we consider the Igbo state, he had about 55% in Anambra, 50% in Imo State, and do not forget the remaining vote were like shared by the remaining political parties. So if Obi could conveniently take 50%, in Anambra about 55%, at least these are unofficial results. But I know that they are so far released. My source actually said this was actually copied from the INEC official website. But for us on the Diaspora Global Panel, we will say that they are unofficial results, because we didn't go through the process ourselves. So I must say that I can see that Obi is trying. Look at Lagos State. Obi has gotten about 33%, a little bit over 33%. And Asiwaju APC in Akwa Ibom, in Cross River, just 26%. So I would say that Obi has actually performed. Obi has actually performed extremely well. But from what we can see from these 15 states that we have so far, APC is having 44% of the total vote, or whatever, 21% for the Labour Party, 29% for the PDP, NNPP, 5%. So I would say that, I think it's looking good for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. On a final note, Jude, I don't know, do you have anything to say? And I must say that I was the INEC, releasing results, from the various collation centers, and I watched that of Lagos State, and I must say to you, I was quite impressed because of the orderliness, the professionalism that was shown by the officials of the Independent National Electoral Commission. So I must say that yes, it's really looking good for Nigeria. We just have to, cap it by ensuring that we reorient our systems, to make sure that we have a working system. And those are the responsibilities that the new incoming president would have on his shoulders. Jude, over to you.
Well, I would say that the Beavers have done incredibly well. And I also praise the effort of President Buhari, to take money out of the equation when it comes to this issue. He tried what he could to stop money playing a role. We can see how he tried, even though someone could say that it wasn't 100% money free, but he did all he could as the president of the country to make sure that money does not play a part in it. And the introduction of Beavers helped a lot. You see, if we continue on this note, Nigeria democracy become one of the best in the world, because this election has, we are thinking that there will be a lot of crisis, chaos, fighting everywhere. But you see, our thoughts wasn't what came out, was not what we ever envisaged that will happen. Everything was smooth, not 100% smooth, but if it's 70% smooth, we have achieved something. And I give kudos to the president for standing out for the election. I give kudos to him. You know, he did what a father should do to make sure there's equity, peace in the country. And in this case, I would say nobody will blame him. He played a very, very good role. And like I was saying earlier on, let this result not turn to an issue that involves any ethnic trouble or violence or whatever, because all the candidates have equal right to win, and anyone that carries the vote of the day, we should give it to him. Even though some people are preferring some candidates to be ahead, if it doesn't happen, it's part of the game. It's part of the game. As far as INEC have accredited everyone to become the president aspirant, whoever wins should be given the ticket to run the country and should be supported in full. That's what I'm going to say in this note. So let us keep on watching, rolling out as they roll out the results, because what we are saying here is based on what we have that is not official. We cannot rely on that, on these results we have here, to actually give full standing of the country. Otherwise, I think myself will be quoting what is not official. So on this note, I will say, let's see how it goes on. But we can see from what we have analyzed here that Asiwaju is doing well. And let's hope other results will come out and see how it goes.
All right. Thank you so much, Jude Nwaokolo. Yeah, on this note, we would end the program, and we promise you to come back, at some stage today, when we have at least substantial results. Probably when we have like 25 states, we come up again to, share our views with our viewers. So I want to say a big, big thank you to Jude Nwaokolo for joining, and for our Pastor Adebayo Shokunle, who reported from Nigeria. We'll see you again next time.